Identity theft. Identity theft. This morning we're going to talk about how you better hold on to your identity because the enemy is always trying to take your identity, who you are. Well, good morning, everybody. What a wonderful morning it is. Good morning, Lakeisha. How are you on this morning? The start of a whole new week, of a whole new month. And got a word for you on this morning, as usual. I'm going to give you the text to talk and the takeaway. And just want to share this word with you on this morning. What a wonderful morning it is. Maybe spring has sprung. Hopefully it has. I don't know about you. Looking pretty good outside. I hope it stays that way. Good morning, Angela. How are you on this morning? What an excellent morning it is. I love the fact that God has given me a word to share with you on this morning, talking about identity theft. Talking about identity theft and how you need to hold on to your identity. But before I get into that, just want to greet a few people on this morning. Good morning, Arlie. How are you on this morning? What a great morning it is. Look, you know, uh, where did you go to church yesterday? Did you go to church? What did the man of God, woman of God preach on yesterday? Did you get revelation on yesterday? Why don't you just shout your church out, your man or woman of God out? Put it in the chat area before we get into this morning's manna. Where'd you go to church? Did you watch? Did you were you actually physically in the sanctuary? Did you take communion? For us, it was Can't Miss Communion Sunday. And of course, we took communion and we gathered together. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? Diane, how are you on this morning? And what did a man or woman of God preach, and did it bless you on this morning? Good morning, Minister McDonald. Hope you're feeling much better. Let's get right into the word this morning. I'm going to give you the text to talk, to take away. You already know it. If it's your first, second, or third time joining us on this morning, then please let us know so we can shout you out. I'm going to share the word with you, and then I need you to share the manna that you get. If it's filling, then don't be greedy. Share it with somebody else. Good morning, Leon, Lena. There we go. Good morning, Tally. Let's get right into this morning's manna. Identity theft. One of the biggest things that is going on now is someone stealing your identity, and once they steal your identity, you then lose the ability to really take on life. I mean, you can't go here, you can't go there because they are mistaking you for somebody else. You can't buy this, you can't buy that because somebody has taken your identity as well as doing things in your name. Well, this morning in our text, Numbers 13:33, you know it, hear it again for the first time. We were like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and so we were in theirs eyes too. We were like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and so were we in their eyes as well. Here are the children of Israel. They are surveying the land. They go on the land. They see the Nephilims, giants, if you will. They see all of the promises as God has said, but they see giants on the land. As a result of that, what do they say? They lost their identity. They forgot who they were. They are the people of God. They cannot go forward because of, here we go, the first thing, a fear of failure. Fear of failure. If you're not careful, you will lose your identity in God because you fear failure. They feared failure because they did not know or have forgotten that, look, you are connected to a God that just brought you through the Red Sea. You're connected to a God that just destroyed your enemies. You said, you see these enemies, you're not going to see them again. You are connected to a God that took on 10 plagues to make sure that you can break free from the enemy. And because you're up against something, fear leaped in your heart. And I'm telling you, fear will cause you to lose your identity. It will. The second thing it will do, fear will make you be afraid of the fight. Fear will make you afraid of the fight. Understand something. There are giants on the promised land. Your promises are just not going to fall in your lap. Can I just speak it? You're going to have to fight for some things. God's just not, there's a promise. He's going to do great things. But you're going to have to go hard after it. And when they understood that it might be a fight, they forgot who they were in God. They forgot who they were in God, which leads me to the third thing. When there are promises on your life, don't forget the one who promised it to you. He who promised is faithful. He who promised is faithful. So that thing that God told you, that thing that you're praying about, that thing that you believe in God for, because of who you are in God, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You're the head and not the tail. You're a lender and not the borrower. You are in Christ. And even in your weakness, he says he will make you strong. The fact of the matter is, you got to grow and go and understand that you cannot let the enemy take your identity. That's exactly what he did with the children of Israel. They forgot who they were in God. And as a result, 40 years in the wilderness. That's right. Make sure as you move and progress in life, never let the enemy take your identity. What's your takeaway this morning? Never forget who you are and whose you are. Never forget who you are and whose you are. You belong to him. And as a result of that, your identity is in him. And you don't have to worry about the giants on your promises. Stop seeing yourself as a grasshopper and go get what God has for you. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you, give you peace. I'll share more morning manna with you on tomorrow morning. If this bless you, then bless somebody else. Share it. Don't keep it to yourself. God bless you. Bye now.